Hi, welcome to our studio. I'm Joe from Trevay. In today's video, I'm going to show you a two-layer wash technique to turn this boring pine piece into a fab French masterpiece using Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. So the inspiration for today's technique comes from this book. It's called Color Recipes for Painted Furniture. It's one of Annie Sloan's books, and it's this French armoire that she painted. This is the technique that I'm going to try out today. So two-layer wash sounds difficult, but it isn't really difficult. It's all about practice. So what I'd suggest you do is get a scrap piece of wood or a board and practice this on there before you start on a bigger piece. So the supplies that you'll need for this project is Annie Sloan Chalk Paint in the colors French Linen, Paris Grey and Old White. You'll need some water to dilute your paint and make the color wash, some old rags and a sturdy brush. I like using these Annie Sloan brushes because it gives you great texture on your piece. And I've decided to also add some embellishments. That's these ones. This is totally optional. So the first thing you need to do is measure your draw so that you can get the center point. So this is 54. What's this half of 54? So the first thing you need to do is measure your draw. We need to divide it in half. So this would be at 27. And this way, 12. Draw a line up and across. So that's where your embellishment will be. Make sure that it's the right way up, and then just stick it down with some wood glue. Right, so now that these are stuck on and dry, it's time to get painting. So our first layer of paint is this gorgeous color. It's called French Linen. This was the very first Annie Sloan color I ever bought. I think I just bought it because of the name. Give your paint a stir, always give it a stir. French Linen is a gorgeous color. It goes with any style. It's one of the neutrals in the palette. So how do you paint with Annie Sloan Chalk Paint? It's very easy. You dip your brush in and you get cracking. It's as easy as that. What we're going to do now is we're going to cover the entire piece with this color, including all of these embellishments. You'll notice that I don't paint just in straight lines like this up and down. I paint any which way because I wanted to create lots of nice texture. Now, I'm just going to cover the entire piece with one layer of French Linen. Okay, now that the first layer is dry, this is French Linen that we painted on here, we're going to make the color wash. Color wash simply means paint mixed with water. So we're going to take equal parts of Paris Grey and Old White. So it's one spoon of each. Mix together, and then we're going to add water. So here's our paint. Going to add a little bit of water. Let's mix it through. So the consistency you want is a nice runny wash consistency. Still a bit lumpy. Add some more water. There isn't really a precise formula for this. You just want it to be nice and runny. There we go. That's the consistency we're looking for. It should be quite a runny paint consistency. And then we're going to get it onto our cupboard. Okay, so now you get your nice runny mixture onto your piece. And simply just paint it on. You'll see it drips down. That's exactly what you want. Now you know that your mix is the right consistency. Always have a rag handy so that you can wipe off the drips. You don't want it to drip on, so you want to just work on one section at a time. Get it nice and in there, into all the little grooves. You also don't want the paint to start drying on your piece. You need to work nice and quick with this. Once it's on, we're just going to wipe it off. So that's the effect that you want. You've taken your color wash and you've washed it over your French linen and then wiped off all the excess. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the same technique on the whole cupboard. Right, so now we've done our color wash on top of our base layer and it looks absolutely stunning. The next step is to wax your piece. So I'm going to use a wax brush and some of Annie Sloan's clear wax. And I'm just going to, you just slather it on there with your wax brush. So the wax brush is nice because it's got a tip. Mine's tip is a little bit worn out now, but it still helps you to get into all those nice nooks and crannies if you have embellishments on your piece. You can of course also apply it with a lint-free rag, that's also fine, you don't need a special brush. The brush just really helps you to work faster, especially if you're working on a big piece. Then also just have a little cloth handy just to wipe off some of the excess wax. Then what I like to do with my dark wax is take one of these cheap little artist brushes and apply my dark wax with this. So you'll get into all those nice grooves with a smaller artist brush like that. We're also planning an entire video just on waxes, on using the 4 different waxes in the Annie Sloan range. So remember to stay tuned to our channel, subscribe, like us, click on the bell icon so you get notifications as soon as we upload a new video. Okay. So there it is, all nice dark wax. Let me get rid of the excess wax. What I'd also do is I would definitely put some wax just around the edges of the piece. And now you're thinking, oh, what are you doing? It looks terrible. Hold on, we wipe off the excess. Because we already put clear wax on, it's very easy just to wipe it off. If you don't put clear wax on before you add your dark wax, the dark wax will absorb into your paint and you won't be able to move it, you'll have to repaint. So always remember, clear wax before dark wax. And waxing is as simple as that. So I'm going to wax the rest of the piece and we'll reveal it to you after this. There you have it. We turned this plain pine dresser into a French masterpiece. For all the materials that we used in today's video, or any advice, please visit our shop, Trouvé. The address will be below. And if you enjoyed the video, please show us some love. Like it, share it, click subscribe on our channel, and also remember to click the little bell icon so that you get notified of any future videos. Until next time, stay creative.